I wonder if I just leave this giant screen up here on the dash that's recording like me in the back seat. If I just don't say anything about it, if anyone's even going to say anything about it. It's actually kind of funny. But it's not going to spill over like it did last time. So, hey. So Uncle Randy, the Uber comedian. Real freaking comedian. Tell you what though, the mustache, the Mario mustache, hell yes. Hell to the yes. Every 6-year-old alive wishes they had a mustache like this. Mm-hmm. And many women wish they had it too. Suckers. Suckers. If we keep the music around 8, we should be alright. Let's see what happens with this thing. I don't think it's gonna fly around. I really don't. Which is nuts, man. 2 tiny little pieces of Velcro. See, they want you to buy all this expensive stuff, you know? These holders and cameras and you just use what you have, dog. That's what made America great. We use what we have. The whole homes were built with leftover railroad material and boxcar stuff and just, you know, rummaged and demoed. People would build a house out of just leftover stuff that they find. Now it's cool, you know, and someone will charge you an arm and a leg to do it for you, but nobody knows how to do it themselves anymore, really. God. The freaking neighborhood, dude. I'm gonna pull in here and back up so you can see this. This is not an important call. This is like insurance salesman. So, a few months ago, a big piece of a tree fell off on my neighbor's garage. Can you see that behind me? Like, their whole garage. It's just over. I wonder how long it's gonna stay that way. Just collapsed and crushed. I mean, I work for the premier garage building company in Central Ohio, Jewel Building Company. We do about 75, 80 high-end garages. Everything from something you just park your car in to something you park your car in and sleep comfortably year-round. You know what I mean? Or use as an Airbnb. Beautiful 2 levels, kitchen, back, double bathrooms, you know, granite. But, you know, those people are renters, and that's why the garage is just crushed and sitting there. They're not even nothing to do with it. The landlord's like, whatever. Got a crushed garage, so you weren't paying extra technically for the garage anyways, so there you go. We'll just leave it like that until you move out. Unbelievable, bruh. This rain ain't nothing. Peking Dynasty, Peking Dynasty, Peking Dynasty, Peking. I gotta figure out how to actually stream this shit on Kick. Maybe Twitch will be easier. Maybe I'll just download Twitch now and see if that would be more user-friendly to actually stream on. Because when I actually go on Kick, and I'm like, how do I even stream this? I don't even see the option on my tablet, which is crazy. It's just crazy. It's crazy. All right, should we turn the Uber app on now? Yeah, what the hell? I was gonna vacuum the carpets, but I mean, it's just raining out, and they're just getting it dirty again anyways. And my car, even dirty, is cleaner than like 98% of cars out there. I don't feel like going and getting wet by the rain in order to just vacuum a carpet that's basically going to get dirty in 2 seconds anyways. I wanted to buy more crypto today, Moodang. But I really want to just go back in time and buy a bunch of it when it was 6 cents, like 4 days ago. Now it's 30-something cents. And yeah, well, it'll probably double in the next day or two. It's like, I don't have much money to put into it, so am I going to make $100? It's just going to piss me off when I know the same investment 5 days ago would have made me $700. And I wouldn't have to do this stupid. Well, this is not stupid. It's having the Uber capability will allow me to spread a message. And that is what life is all about. It's about spreading a message. Isn't it, honey? Isn't it? Isn't it? It's pretty remarkable how this tablet stays up. Oh, a $4.20 request. Wow, that's really going to help. You know, by the time we get there and drop them off, we've just lost some money. We're going to go pick up Cassidy on East Main Street. Wonder where Cassidy is. Is it Butch Cassidy? Don't know. We're going to find out in about 2 minutes. For now, some more music. Interestingly enough, Randy, the Uber comedian, used to live right across the street from where I'm picking this person up now. I used to live at 1452 East Main. I'm picking up at 1455. So it's literally across the street. Cassidy. Oh, that's interesting. What we got here is failure to communicate. It's $4 ride. The hell? Hello, ladies. What were you all doing over at that spot?
Huh?
At 1455. What is that place?
Recovery.
Oh, nice. I used to live across the street.
We go to class. It's a class that we go to from 9:30 to 1 for recovery.
You know the building across from you that has that giraffe on the lower level? I used to live on the top floor of that building.
Oh, wow.
They sold it a few years ago. A lawyer bought it, renovated it. There was a daycare on the first floor, and I lived upstairs.
Wow.
And I freaking loved it. It was like almost 3,000 square feet.
Wow, was it?
Yeah, it was badass. It was 15-foot
I
ceilings.
didn't even think that.
I know. It actually was really cool. I had 2 full baths. I used to Airbnb it for like $300 a night when there were events coming into town. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
I wish I still had that place.
I would like to see it now.
I know. You should go into that lawyer's office. There's no reason you can't. Go upstairs, too. There's a loft up there on the 2nd floor that my buddy Joe and I built. And it was built so well, they kept it with the renovation. There's a big bathtub with feet and everything. Yeah. I had it all rigged up, the plumbing and everything. I had a chain hanging from the ceiling and a hose, for my shower.
Yeah. Wow.
It was real.
I wanted this eyebrow stamp for ages.
Yeah.
Definitely considered one of a kind, right?
It was different. Yeah, it was different. People who came, I had I probably had maybe 10 or 12 people, stay there. And
Where do I have this taken us?
they all loved it.
Where's this taking us?
Oh, that's a good question. 5 minutes away.
Yeah, in the hills.
Um,
Why we gotta
where you want to go?
No, that's going the right way.
Taking
we
us
never
on-
got on the highway before.
It's taking us on Parsons.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
Thank you. I
Well,
just didn't
yeah,
know.
I'm following the Uber route guidance. For some reason, they like to take you on the highway for just about everything.
Yeah.
It's not going to be slower. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's supposed to give you like the fastest or the smoothest trip, but it really is wrong most of the time. But I'm glad you said something because sometimes it actually tells me to take people to the wrong place. But we can do what we want. See, this is called a zipper merge, right? Where you're supposed to.
I hate those.
Yeah, no one knows how to handle it.
No. Fly past.
Yeah, the right of way actually belongs to us. The car coming in has to yield.
They been confusing me so much. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing no more. Like, I just be trying to get through.
I know, you just want to, yeah, it's like everyone just wants to get through.
Real fast.
And we have a tiny bit of rain, so you already know that the whole world's going to end soon. On the road, someone's going to flip their car because there's 1 inch of rain. It's crazy. Columbus. Yeah, what, it's taking us to Long Street now?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Is that right?
Yeah.
We're going to work now?
No, we're going back to the house.
Back to the house? Sounds good.
Better than doing nothing.
I hear you. 100%. I think it's cool that you guys are in that building. I think the same guy owned the one I lived in and that one. He sold them. Man, rumor has it he bought that building for like $5,000 years ago from just some old man or something, you know?
I can believe it.
Yeah, like the
They
guy.
get tired of dealing with it, just want to make a little change. over
Right,
it.
exactly. And then he sits on it for 20 years and sells it for, I don't know, $500,000 or whatever the hell they did.
Definitely a couple.
He didn't fix anything either. Nothing. I think he makes a claim on the roof, gets the insurance money and doesn't fix the roof. The place I lived in leaked every time it rained. It was leaking all over the place, dripping down.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
That's the best of them.
I had a bucket here. I would patch stuff myself, and you could see right through the bricks to the outside of the
Because I
house.
done had apartments where I had to play maintenance man
Right?
and watch videos because they take you forever to come.
I'll tell you guys something funny. People have some weird names sometimes attached to their Uber account. So, like, I take a little snapshot. But last night, someone called for an Uber, and the name said landlord. I hate landlords. I canceled the ride. I'm like, fuck, I'm not picking up no
So you
landlord.
thought it was a landlord?
I don't know what it was, but it said landlord, and that's not getting in my car. This guy's a genius. Yeah, he must.
That reminds me, I had somebody call my phone when I first got this number, and it popped up Weed Man. And
Weed
I'm
Man.
like, I don't ever had nobody no contact store. And I'm like, Weed Man, who are you? He was like, oh no, that's my company. I'm a weed man. Like I do weeds and cut grass.
Oh,
and
that's
stuff.
hilarious.
So his company name is Weed Man. I'm like, I hung up on him. Like I don't know who you is. I don't smoke weed. He hung up.
I'm not looking for
And he
weed.
called back, but he had the wrong number. He was looking for somebody named Ashley, whose yard he did before.
Right.
I thought that was so funny.
That is actually hilarious.
That's actually his company. If you ever need your weeds, then you
Weed.
look him up.
Hello.
That's funny as hell. He probably gets asked for weed all the time.
Yeah, it literally pops up Weed Man.
He should sell weed for
Yeah,
sure.
that's what I said.
On the
'cause
side.
That's what I thought he was. I said, this gotta be the police. What is going on? That we just got this number. I don't smoke weed. You got the wrong number.
Right. Not interested. That's funny. Yeah, you could set.
He laughed too. He was like, that's what I do. I was like, bro.
You could set your caller ID name to be whatever you want.
Oh,
so,
they
like-
allow you to do that now? Back
Yeah.
in the day, they used to didn't allow you to
Yeah,
do it.
they let you do
Whatever
it.
was on the account.
Because I sell Windows also, and I had a different phone, like on my account. So instead of it having my name, it said like the window guy or Windows set. You know what I mean? That way, if like you're calling a customer or something, they'll pick up because they'll be like, oh, I don't know this number, but it's the guy with the windows. We wanted to talk. You know what I mean? So like the weed man, that's hysterical.
That was funny. That was a couple months ago. I thought that
The
was
weed
so-
whacker.
I was like, well, he was like, yeah, I do weeds. I did your lawn. I said, not mine.
We like weeds. Weeds to keep the butterflies happy.
Right. I'm scared of butterflies. I'm scared of anything. Birds.
I get it. I guess this is a sun shower, huh?
I like it when they do that because then you get a beautiful rainbow somewhere.
Right? I'm looking.
I hope it's above our house. I mean, beautiful things.
Yeah. Well, we'll just will them into reality.
Right.
Does anyone live in those apartments? Do you know?
Yeah, those
Yeah.
high rises. Yeah. Actually, my grandson and my 3-year-old grandson and his mom was staying there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's mainly old people.
Older
Like, for
folks,
the
yeah.
elder. Yeah, like
Yeah.
normally 60 to 65
Okay,
to move in.
that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like a high rise for them.
I've been called there once or twice for Uber. I was just curious about it. We're going to be on the left-hand side. Look at these old schools. What's up?
I know that's all that means. That McKinney, he got a whole bunch of
Look at
them.
those big
He
old
right here,
cars.
right here.
Big old cars. All right, you guys have a
Alright,
great
I
day.
Thank you. You be safe.
Appreciate it.
Sorry, my food left for some food smell in here.
That's okay. We'll live through it.
Have a great day, huh?
Can you get it open, hon?
Sorry, my nose.
Please.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I like your cord.
Thank you. Well, that was interesting, maybe. Funny, yeah, they didn't say anything about the camera. I guess it's because, like, Ubers are recording anyways, and most people are just into their own lives. They're looking at their own device back there, half talking to me, half checking their TikToks or DMs or whatever. Dang, that's a big chunk of wood. Nice. We'll chop down trees. That's what they do. First thing, let's chop down a tree. Man, they used to build houses around trees in the old days. In the old days, everything was better. Just have something go rainy. All right, the sun's coming out. That means the shades are coming on. That's what I'm talking about. We're going to make a left here on Mount Vernon Avenue. Yep, a little wiper action. It's really not bad out. I think that's cool, actually. We got a decently long ride requested here. We'll see what this is all about. Picking up Lish. Leash. Lish. Lish. Must be Alicia. Delicious? Lish kebab? We shall see. Some sofa surfers, heavy water. We have arrived. Woo! We have a stop. The next stop. This will be interesting. Running around all over town. My favorite thing to do is just sit in the car and wait. Here she comes. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. We all set to take our journey?
Yes.
Okay. We'll make one stop and then we coming back here, or
Yes, we're coming right back here.
that's cool. This rain is really nothing.
Right.
It's all sunny out now.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was raining.
Yeah, it rained for like 2 seconds.
Oh, wow.
It's gonna be off and on though, you know how it is.
Yeah.
This is where we live. It's crazy, right?
Yes.
All these new places. These were all built in the last couple of years, right?
Yeah, for sure. They're fixing it up around here.
Yep. I think they're kind of cool with the different colors and textures, you know?
It is. It's really nice.
Kind of modern. Yeah. Uber's like the greatest invention.
It is. It really is.
You hit a button and like before you turn around, you have a personal driver in a car waiting for you.
Right.
You know, that's like only what really wealthy people had years ago. Now anyone can have it.
Yes.
It's so cool.
It is not expensive either.
No, it really isn't. It's amazing actually how they do that. How they tricked us into driving for pennies.
Right. You right about
You know that experiment where they say like if you put a frog in a pot of cold water and you put it on the stove on a real low flame, it'll gradually get hotter and hotter.
Yeah.
But if it's just very gradual, the frog won't jump out because he won't realize
Yeah.
until finally he's cooked. That's what they did with the Uber drivers.
Yeah, they did.
They paid us good a few years ago and a little less and a little less. They charge you a little more, and then they
Right.
charge you less. And then they
Up
get
and down.
they get some competition with Lyft, so then Uber will go real cheap.
Yes. I noticed that because I used to use Lyft,
Uh-huh.
but now I honestly think Uber is actually
Cheaper.
cheaper than Lyft.
Yeah, and there's more drivers, so you don't have to wait very long.
Right.
Like I always tell people, don't even bother with a reservation. When you're ready, you just hit that button.
Right. You'd be right.
They'd be right there, even 4 a.m. It doesn't matter when.
That is true.
Yep. Sometimes you get a bonus, and you get a driver that speaks English and has a clean car too.
Right. No. They know where they're going.
And know the area.
Because listen, I use Uber to go to work, and I literally work like up the street on 4th Street And they get me there. I requested probably like I gotta be there at like 12. So I requested probably like 11:35 to
Sure.
be safe, just to give them time to get there and find it.
Right.
They still get there, can't find it, go past the house, and then once we get to the job, they go right past the job where it has the address, the big address, literally right in the building. And we stop right in front of it. As soon as they turn, they go right past it.
God.
I'll be like, it's right here.
It's probably so annoying for you too, because
Yes.
you don't want to have to try and tell them every time.
Yes, and I'll be trying not to because I know
Right.
some people don't like that, but it's like you're passing it.
Right.
Well, the GPS says it's not there, but I'm telling you this right here.
I know. Yeah, exactly. I'm telling you, I want you to stop the car.
You're
Yeah.
going past it.
Exactly.
And then I get some messages. They know exactly what to do.
Okay. Yeah, that's always nice.
Yeah. It'd be like a few that know what to do.
Yeah, like maybe 20%.
Yeah.
Yep. Just enough to kind of be annoying.
Yeah. Make me late. Like,
Yeah.
late for work.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Yep. You ever get the same driver twice?
No. I
It
haven't.
barely ever happens.
Yeah, I haven't got the same driver twice.
I've been driving for over 6 years between Uber and Lyft, mostly Uber, and I got the same passenger like one time.
Oh wow.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. I would have thought like if you're probably like in that same area,
Yeah.
you'll probably get them again.
It's just I don't know if the app like specifically keeps it, shakes it up, or if there's
Yeah.
just so many drivers that like
That's
the probability. Yeah. Actually, it happened twice, and one time, both times the people did not remember me at all.
They didn't.
And I'm not that unmemorable. Like I talk to people usually. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just it was funny.
I usually remember.
You probably would. Yeah. Some people
If I
do.
was to get you again,
They were guys. Men are bad at remembering people. You know what I mean? They have short
They are.
short memories in general.
So- but I definitely would. I will remember you.
Thanks.
Yes, I got a good memory.
To be fair, it's really hard for me to remember. It might have happened more than twice, but they had names that were really kind of unique, so it like jogged my memory.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, because if you do like 20, 30 rides a day for God knows how long, everything kind of becomes a blur.
Oh yeah.
You don't really remember.
Right. You don't remember.
Yeah, you could like literally walk past someone in the supermarket
And
that
not
you
know.
drove and be like, might think they recognize you. You know.
Right. Like, hey.
Plus, like, really, we're supposed to be like, keeping our eyes on what we're doing,
True.
not like all that involved with our passengers. So
True.
I could think that could get creepy too for some people.
Right.
I've heard stories. I've never had any complaints. I got 5 stars completely on Lyft because I only done like 350 rides, and Uber I think I'm 4.95, which is as good as you can really get.
Right.
I've done like 3,000. She's got a inventful sign there. But it says that she's blind on the sign, and I waved and she nodded and kept walking, so I'm assuming she's not
I seen
blind.
that. Like, are you really blind?
I can't give money to these people every
Oh,
time.
no.
They're at every corner.
Yeah.
But
they
like
are.
I try just to smile and nod,
Right. Yeah.
Just like I'm not gonna yell like something mean at them.
Right. Now, if it's a kid,
Yeah.
I would, like,
Trying to
if
sell
I
a doll.
have it,
Yeah.
yeah,
Dollar
but-
for a water.
Yeah.
I know.
But the people, I'd be like, yeah, I can't help you guys.
It's
I
not.
need help myself.
Yeah, that's not yours and my responsibility. It's funny too. I shop at Goodwill sometimes because who doesn't, right?
Yeah.
And they always ask you if you want to round up. And like one day I was kind of tight and I was like, "Can I round down today?" I'm like, "It's $14.75. I really could use the extra dollar. Can I just do 14?"
Right.
They're like, "Oh no, I don't have a button for that." It's like you can't just give me a 10% discount. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. We're already discounted. I'm like, so don't ask me if you can round up if I don't have the option to ask you to round down, okay?
Right.
Let's keep the playing field even, Steven.
No.
We all know everything they have was just donated. They paid nothing for it.
Yeah.
And then they have a carpet there for $129. Come on
A
now.
carpet?
Yeah.
Is it huge?
It wasn't small, but it wasn't like huge. They overcharge, I think.
Yeah.
Because people start thinking it's like Target,
Right. No, for real.
For real.
Target
Yeah, Target's expensive, and you know, the thrift store isn't that cheap. You gotta go to different ones for different things. I found.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I've gotten some great furniture at thrift stores. Like they have like a 50% off all furniture, like the last Thursday or the last Tuesday. You know what I mean?
Oh.
And you go in there with a friend in a truck and get a beautiful dining room table for like $9.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like I feel good about that.
Yeah.
Even if I have to touch it up a little bit, but
Yeah. See, I like that.
it's crazy though. There's this one on Indianola. It's a thrift store that has that 50% off for different item type things. And if you go there on those days, the place is just packed and people are running around like crazy. They really are. And it's nuts. They're like elbowing each other over some comforters, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of times it's people that need the stuff and don't have money. A lot of times it's just crazy hoarders who can't stay away from a sale.
Probably got a whole bunch of stuff in
Yeah,
the basement or the garage.
They literally have boxes and boxes. They should be donating.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, they really should.
And for a long time, I would do that too. I would just take my old clothes or stuff I wasn't using, and I would just drop it off with the guy on my way into the thrift store, you know?
Oh, yeah, that
I never really got like receipts because you don't really get much of a tax break on a couple of bags of clothes, you know? But that way I feel like I'm not filling my home with just stuff.
Right.
Because
Getting rid of stuff.
it's like a disease. That's why like I clean this car every day,
Yeah, it's pretty
sometimes
nice.
more than once a day, because otherwise it just gets out of hand, you know.
It will be out of hand.
And then I'll it never fails. I'll vacuum, and then I'll pick up like my first ride. I'll be like some guy from a construction site, and the carpet will be all covered in dust. And the seat, I'll have to stop, get out my Clorox wipes, hit the seats. I'm like, thank you God for this break that I'm getting.
Yeah, see, that'd be the worst.
Yeah. But the cool thing is, Moo-Moo's everywhere.
They are.
And I got the unlimited, so I'll pull it. I can, yeah. I usually drive a couple hours, pull in, vacuum real quick, pull out, run through a car wash.
Yeah, see, that membership is the best.
It really is. It was
It's the
smart.
best. I love it.
And they keep opening more and more locations too. So even if it's crowded,
You go to
you
another.
just go to another one. The one on Mound Street, in the Bottoms, like on the west side, they just built that one like a month or two ago, and they did a special. You could sign up for 3 months at half price.
Oh wow.
So that's a big savings.